Now with this new change from Lou, I'm gonna try to transition here. Lou can now become the Eastern head coach, East All-Star, head coach, because he's the coach of the Cavs and the team highest in the Eastern Conference ranking. Their coach becomes the All-Star coach. What do you guys think about the All-Star starters? For the East, you got Kyle Lowry, you got Dwayne Wade, you got Paul George, you got LeBron James, and you got Carmelo Anthony. For the East.
It's an interesting lineup. There's obviously something missing in that.
I think it's size.
I mean,
or
it might
a
be
center or a power forward.
I don't know. Apparently, I love the new voting system, right? Just pick your 5 favorite guys, toss them out there.
I can't stand
Who
this.
needs a big?
Because it's the All-Star game, though, right? No defense, all scoring.
Except for the last 2 minutes. If it's a close game, it is serious as shit and one of the funnest things to watch.
I can't stand the All-Star game anymore. It's a popularity concert.
It is.
Concert.
It's
a concert, guys.
Yeah.
It is.
Singing
No, because they do. They have a pregame concert and a postgame.
And they have the pregame introductions where like they come out of the like sliding doors and the smoke comes up.
And then Shaq with the guys from MTV or whatever. And then you had whoever sang Party Rock. I remember that was the last All-Star game I think I watched. No, the way before that. It was like Kevin something.
You terrible, Kenny. You just terrible, Kenny.
My bad.
But I can't stand this fan voting because the All-Star, All-Star appearances is Hall of Fame criteria. Guys are voted in because of this. If you have a same, resume as a guy and you have more All-Star appearances, you're getting in. So it's basically who is more popular,
not
the better player.
Think about this. Anthony Davis has a contract clause
where
if he doesn't get first team, second team All-NBA
or All-Star starter,
he's going to lose $23 million because of the Derrick Rose contract.
Boo-hoo. Anthony Davis loses some money.
I know. But just think about that.
But this is huge because
$23 million because of a popularity contest.
I think I think it would go from like 5 or like 28. It's like, I think he's making something really small and it's a ton of incentive bases right now.
Because you hit the Derrick Rose clause.
Exactly.
Where you're the shit, basically.
It's
ridiculous.
The West is the same size with no size.
However, they do have Kawhi.
I'd say that's not fair.
The bit of size, though. That's all you need.
But KD's bigger. You got KD, Kawhi. You have Russ Westbrook. You have who's the other? Kobe. That's crap right there. But
let's be honest, though. I feel like, and I know this is fan voting, but if this wasn't Kobe's last ride, like let's take Kobe out.
Kobe's not.
Let's say he wasn't in the top 5. Draymond Green would be that replacement.
Yes.
I feel like people would vote him in.
Well, I think he was
Kobe's
super.
gone.
No, actually, I think the 6th man is Zaza Pachulia from the Mavericks.
For reasons.
This is how big you see. This is how big of a shit show this is becoming. I don't want the NBA to turn with the All-Star game is coming, where they're trying to move John Scott out of the NHL, so he's not a catcher.
Did you hear about that though? Where he got traded?
Yep.
He got traded to a team out of conference, but he's still going to be the captain for the Pacific.
They're looking to drop him, right?
Yeah, they're trying to just make him a free agent. So he might be a free agent representing the Phoenix Coyotes, who traded him away.
Exactly. I mean,
and the Coyotes don't have another representative. They're not going to get a new representative. It's going to be John Scott.
Yep.
And John Scott is
former Chicago Blackhawk.
Absolutely. Great. But he's known as just the worst skater.
He's a fighter.
NHL history. Barely.
My only I know we're an NBA podcast, but my only memory of him, don't know who it was, but just lighting up a King player with a fist.
I was at that game. Yeah. I think it was Kyle Clifford. It was
demolished him, like into the boards, and just started like swinging at him. That's what we need to add to the NBA.
Fights.
I believe Ron Artest tried that.
I was just saying the Palace. That didn't go over too well, I don't think. Like 7 Pacers got assault charges.
All I can think of right now is Daniel Todd. High water. He ran up to higher ground.
And then, at least they didn't pull Mike Milbury again going to the NHL, where he jumps over the boards and starts beating a guy with his own shoe. But this All-Star game is becoming a joke, and it's becoming boring.
Look at our conversation. This is how much of a joke it is. We're talking NHL, Sean.
I have not paid attention to the All-Star game, and the only thing that's kind of kept me in was...
That's the only thing about the All-Star game, though, I do like.
What?
Everything else, like the 3-point competition, the skills drill, the dunk, like the dunk contest. Okay, let's get LeBron and them in it, and then that'll be interesting.
That's the thing.
I know they'll never do it, but come on, Jordan was never afraid to do it.
Well, that was different. He needed to make a name for himself.
But Jordan was never afraid to do it. But however,
after he had
that's the stuff I like. like the shit they have where like they're playing a horse outside. I'll watch that shit all the time.
That's fun. The one year they had a fantasy draft of just all players. That was fun. But like the dunk contest is becoming a joke. Like if I was looking at the names, I didn't know John Wall was even in it, let alone won it the year before Levine.
Yeah.
Levine kind of changed the game because this kid came out and like lit it up, and
He
I
was passionate
interested.
about that shit too.
I didn't watch the dunk contest.
He was an
last year.
LSU guy, right?
No,
No, UCLA.
I didn't watch it, and then I saw the Sports Center highlights, and then I went back and watched it, and I was like, this is kind of fun. But like Gerald Green won it. I think Jeremy Evans of the Utah Jazz.
Blake Griffin was
I'll be
the one that
honest,
jumped over the car.
It
the
takes
hood
you
of a
6
car.
tries.
That wasn't even impressive.
If it takes you
Blake
6
Griffin
tries
did
to
not-
get shit done, I don't care. Like it loses all appeal to me.
And I've seen everything. Oh, you guys are into a tomahawk in reference to Dominique, who did it like 14
Or the
times.
Vinsanity.
Yeah.
Didn't someone try to copy
Yeah,
Vinsanity?
and they failed.
Yeah,
Or trying to copy the Air Jordan. It's like, don't even try. There's only one Air Jordan.
The free throw line.
Yeah, Levine's bounce under the basket between the legs. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like he did Jason Richardson, but just topped it. I mean, but like Nate Robinson won it 3 times in a row. Then Dwight, like that was the last year.
Didn't
It was
Nate
good.
Robinson jump over Dwight?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
jump-
he did.
Was that the
He did.
Superman cape?
He was wearing green. He was wearing
Yep.
the
Yeah.
green.
Kryptonite.
Knicks
Right.
That was the last time it was good, but that was just because it was really
It was,
gimmicky.
Nate, it was like a
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah.
short guy trying to jump over one of the tallest guys.
It
in
was
the
literally a
NBA.
Globetrotters game.
It was
Yeah.
like it was like WWE.
Oh, it was like, yeah.
And out of left field, here comes Nate Robinson, the kryptonite to Superman. And he drops the elbow by jumping over him. And then he pulls up the championship belt over Dwight Howard's dead body.
I mean, it totally overshadows like the fact that the Western Conference like team is legitimately like the best fucking team I've ever seen.
You know what we
if you
need?
replace out Kobe, like you said, replace out Kobe, and then you're good. Like that's the fucking best players I've ever seen. Like,
See, all right.
You're talking just the West.
yeah, just the West.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm-
the East is good. Don't get me wrong, but like that fucking
Durant,
West-
Westbrook, Curry, Leonard. Throw Draymond or like Klay Thompson in there, and it's golden.
Right.
even LeBron, just switch LeBron down.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, like on Bleacher Report, it has NBA All Stars. It has Eastern Conference in one, and then Western Conference. Kobe and LeBron are right next to him, so I'm like, just flip them, and then you have the All NBA team right there.
Yeah.
It's the most disgusting lineup ever.
But the thing with Kobe is, I get it. It's his last year. Put him
Yeah.
in. He's gonna go 25 for 50. He's gonna score 50 points,
the
and
M-
people are gonna be like, it's the greatest All Star.
Should the
He's gonna get
NBA
MVP.
Absolutely.
Should the NBA do what I know the NHL is not doing this year?
Yeah, they're going to 3-on-3,
But-
which is
yeah.
But
again completely gimmicky.
should the NBA do what the NHL did? I want to say it was the last 2 years. Where it's
Fantasy
like,
draft?
Okay,
Yeah.
all these players are in the game. The 2 with the highest votes are your captains.
Yeah.
And then like you get to televise the night before there's a draft, and then you play the game.
Now
that was
now
fun.
for those unfamiliar with the NHL draft or the NHL
Oh, it
All-Star.
was so
in order
fun.
to get into that grouping, is it a fan vote? Is it a player
Well,
vote?
at this point, if
how,
you're gonna
do they
do
just grab like the top 20 players in the league?
It was a fan vote, and if you're going to do a
Okay.
fantasy draft, I'm okay with a fan vote because it's not going to decide who's on the West, who's on the East. It's just here's your pool of players. The fan vote decides who's at the top, who's the captains, and like watching that draft was hilarious because there was a time where I think Patrick Kane was one of the assistant like captains.
Yeah, he was the Lindstrom
And
assistant
it's like,
captain.
you know what? Jonathan Taves thinks like he's going to get called. He's getting
Yeah.
up. And because Kane's like, you know what? I'm going to pick this guy as one of my teammates. Taves getting up right before he goes to walk. He goes, Duncan Keith. And it was just a fun time.
And they still play the Phil Kessel, the only guy left in the fantasy
Yes.
draft.
Absolutely.
And I think he was the MVP too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like the thing with it's becoming a problem in the MLB too because Omar Afonso, the worst
Oh,
second
and that's-
baseman in like
and that's the
history,
one-
was the starting.
Yep.
And that's the
second
one
baseman.
that decides home field in
Yeah,
the
it has
fucking
huge
championship.
implications.
And the thing is, with even the fantasy draft, it's still going to make the game's still going to be shit. This game is still going
I'll
to
be
boring.
honest, the baseball one though is the most interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you can like that one. It's like, okay, how do we really like? You got to play defense, got to play offense, but making it to where okay, home field makes everyone go, oh fuck, we got to play this game.
Exactly.
But I don't know what you're going to do in the NBA to make it like an
No.
fuck moment. Like unless you guys are giving like them play like salary boosts or something, it doesn't really. They're not going to play.
Yeah,
because they're not going.
That's
They don't
why I
want to
just
get
say
injured.
go to an all-star draft, and then I mean it can just be a fun who gives a shit weekend.
Because the Pro Bowl's stupid because all these guys are done and no one wants to pay attention. Because
Well, no one wants to get hurt.
Yeah,
let's be
no
honest.
one wants to
Except nobody ever tells Adrian Pearson that. He'll still run through people.
But then, or Sean Taylor,
Yeah.
lighting
Oh
up
my
that punter.
The
Yes.
punter.
But then also like MLB
May
in
he
the middle
rest
of the
in peace.
MLB, you don't want them to, you know. Oh, I thought you were talking about the punter.
No,
I
I'm
forgot
talking about Sean
died.
Taylor.
I forgot he died. Oh God, Sean
God
Taylor
bless his
fans.
soul.
Sean
my
Taylor
God.
fans are gonna be pissed at me.
Don't worry, Sean Taylor fans, I got you covered.
They're still here because
I know they are.
put this Madden I
know they are.
Player card out, and he's huge. But
I know they are.
Still, I mean, this All-Star game's a fucking joke.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle Lowry is going to be the MVP if he has a great game, just
No,
because
Paul George.
it's-
Paul
Well, no,
George.
no.
The return of Paul George.
No, it's in Toronto. Kyle Lowry is the Raptor.
I was
in
gonna
the
say,
All-Star
it's
game.
kind of.
I'm fine with like every player in this lineup. I'm fine with Kobe. I get it. It's his last season. Kobe's the icon. He was the icon before LeBron.
You know who the MVP is going to be? He's not even a starter. Jimmy Butler.
I was about to say the one I didn't have a problem with was Dwayne Wade, where Jimmy Butler should be because Jimmy Butler's the best two guard in the league.
Absolutely.
It's not even close. Dwayne Wade, he's averaging 18.2, respectable numbers for his age. Jimmy Butler, 22.5, and he's the best. He's like up there with Kawhi, at least defensively. Like he's
absolutely.
He's a lockdown defender. He's come out of nowhere. He's obviously more athletic at this point in the age. He's more exciting to watch because Jimmy can dunk over kids, and it's. I don't understand it. It's again the popularity vote that is just it's kind of not ruining the game because I wasn't gonna watch it anyways. But it's.
I'll watch just because it's a basketball game.
Pretty much the same here.
Or maybe I'll watch the first quarter.
Am I gonna
flip it on? At least it's highlights.
It's more of a
That
the
might be it.
computer's on. I'm on the computer and it's on in the background.
It's on mute. I'm trying to do homework. I'm looking up.
You know, I can't watch games on mute. I gotta hear the announcers. I'm weird like
Unless
that.
it's Phil Sims.
Unless it's Joe Buck. You're right.
No, I'll take
Fuck Joe Buck.
Phil Sims is worse.
I
I'm kind
don't know.
of glad, but
Chris Collinsworth. I will take
like
your
Chris.
Phil Sims and raise you a Chris Collinsworth.
I like Chris better than Phil Sims. Phil Sims is like I
can't stand
dead.
Chris
Phil
Collinsworth.
Sims is so boring. But like that's one thing I'm glad. I'm glad there is no NBA equivalent to Phil Sims or Chris Collinsworth. There's never a game where the
No,
announcers
because
are
you have a
ruining
good
it.
announcer like Kevin Harlan.
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah, right between
across
the
board.
eyes.
And then-
Like fantastic commentators.
And Craig Sager is fantastic because
Yeah.
I mean you got the story and then he's also just wearing some ridiculous
Yeah.
outfit
Oh, I love
24/7.
it. Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Reggie Miller.
Another guy who might dominate, who should be in it because again, there's no one above 7 feet or like there's no true center in this game.
True.
Yeah.
Andre Drummond. Having one of the greatest seasons of all time. You brought the stat up that Dan Patrick brought up.
Yeah.
It's Wilt Chamberlain, Andre Drummond, some guy from the 90s who completely fell off the map, and who was the other guy?
Oh, I don't even know.
Hakeem, maybe?
Some guy from the
But yeah,
90s.
it's the whole stat of
Who's
you're either a
average-
legend in the NBA
Or you
you're
fall
playing
off.
on an awful team and your numbers are just inflated because of that. And I feel like
Kind of the Kevin Love syndrome.
Watching this, I'm
Maybe.
like, it's hard to say that you deserve these numbers. Numbers don't tell the whole story.
But
That's
Andre
all.
Drummond's also just huge, and he
is.
if you're like, all right, Andre Drummond's just he keeps progressing and progressing. I mean,
But Jesus
it makes
Christ,
sense.
did Boogie make him look like a bitch?
Oh yeah, well Boogie
Like-
makes everyone look like a bitch.
Yeah, no, but this was right at the brink of like, is he gonna be like the best center in the league? Like he's got all this hype around him, and all of a sudden he just comes in and it's just over. It's absolutely over. DeMarcus has one of the best all-around games as a center in the NBA, and he's not even a starter.
No.
I mean,
Again, and Anthony Davis nowhere to be found. I
Well,
mean,
he stays having off time.
He started off slow, but
Yeah.
he's come on of recent.
exactly.
And no Dirk too. Dirk's having a phenomenal year again.
Surprising.
Stretch 4, and he's super popular.
However, it's the
instead
one-
his
yeah,
the one
Zaza's
thing
the
I'm gonna
leading,
throw
the
out
leading
there.
vote getter for the fucking Mavericks.
The one thing I'm going to throw out there, maybe to like guys like me and Dave who are 25 and above, 26 and above. Sorry, I forgot to add the number for me and Dave. But
There you go.
26 and above, we may say like, oh, why isn't Dirk in there? I'll throw you in there too, Sean. Being
Dirk was the second
18.
jersey I ever owned.
However,
There you go.
kids younger than us are looking at Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James.
Different
They don't-
age in the NBA.
Dirk's already gone.
Could you
They only know about Kobe.
How are the
'cause their
Mavs still
dad-
winning games?
Because their dad said, "Hey, this is Kobe Bryant."
No, they
Yeah.
were like, hey, all right, you know that Wilt Chamberlain guy?
Kinda like
Here's when Kobe
10-year-olds.
scored 81.
Yeah.
Where Kobe scored
Yeah.
like 50 in the fourth quarter alone. But again, talking about that new age with Kobe and Dirk, if he came into the league now, he would be the perfect player because he's that stretch 4 and he's just dominant.
I mean, ideally, he was reincarnated into the Porzingis god. I mean, he did have an off night, though, to be fair, very, very recently, as is this podcast.
Very recently.
I think it was like 2 for 11 or something, a couple hard fouls. But you know what? Kid's got potential. He looks up to Dirk like a mentor already. Everybody wants to shove that comparison on him, and I want to see it.
Does
Like,
Dirk
I'm
go to New
excited.
York? at the end of his career.
Oh my god.
No way.
No.
I want to see what this kid does in the rookies versus sophomores game. I want to see what he does with that rookie's team of
Just say Ja.
Ja will provide, baby.
If Moutier,
Ja will provide.
if Moutier ever steps up, and then Porzingis,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And I've said this before, and other analysts have also said it, but I totally agree with it. What a perfect just shade move by Phil Jackson. Just, you know what? This guy may be a project, may take a few years. By years, you meant months, right?
Mm-hmm.
By months, no, you meant days, and by days, you meant hours.
Yeah.
It took 3 hours.
It was fantastic. and the interesting thing about Porzingis in New York is the fact that they're keeping his minutes in check.
Mm-hmm.
They understand
I
he's
hope
a big
he's an all-star.
We want to keep him healthy. It's all about the long run. But you know what? This Knicks team, they're still in contention because the East is a shithole.
I hope he's an all-star.
I think they're going to start cranking out. No, he's not going to be an all-star.
I hope he is. I want to see him
not
in
this
the
year.
All-Star
Not this
game.
year. No.
But they're starting to crank up his
see him in the
minutes.
All-Star game, though.
I'm excited to see him play like a full game because we've been seeing these short minutes, and it's nice in spurts, and he contributes. But I want to see him kind of take in that number 2 role, the true 2 behind Carmelo.
But that's the thing about the Knicks is that like Carmelo never really had the team around him, and now out of nowhere this team really came up. And Carmelo is kind of like this might be his last shot in New York, and this is kind of what he stayed for.
Yeah.
And it came in Porzingis basically.